What if the secret king of the world has a secret kid they abandoned and hunted their entire life? And what if that kid is Nico Robin? Today I'm going to show you insane clues that prove this might be the craziest plot twist in history. First things first, you need to know who Imu is. For the longest time, Imu was just a silhouette the five elders kneeled to. Everyone thinks Imu is ancient, like 800 years old, one of the original founders of the world government. We know he's from the Nerona family, but how is he still alive? Most people guess it's the Ope Ope fruit's immortality surgery, but we don't know for sure. What we do know is that Imu is obsessed with certain people. We've seen them with posters of Luffy and Blackbeard. They had a picture of Vivi, and most importantly, they were staring at a poster of Nico Robin. Why would the God King of the world be this obsessed with an archaeologist? The simple answer is she can read poneglyphs. But what if it's way more personal? So let's talk about Nico Robin. We all know her tragic story. Her mom, Nico Olvio, was an amazing archaeologist. A buster call destroyed her entire island, killed her family, and left her an orphan called the Demon Child. But I'm going to ask you one question. Who was her father? The answer is, we have no idea. The story tells us literally nothing. For decades, fans just assumed he was some dead archaeologist, but that's never been confirmed. Not in the manga, not in a databook, not anywhere. It's just something fans made up. Think about it. This is One Piece. Family is everything. Luffy's dad is Dragon. Sanji's dad is Judge. Even Usopp's dad is on a Yonko's crew. So the fact that Robin's dad is a total blank is insane. Oda doesn't make mistakes like this. He left this hole on purpose so he could blow our minds with a reveal later. This is the perfect place to hide the biggest secret in the entire series. Okay, so we have the Shadow King and the fatherless child. Now let's connect the dots, and this is where it gets interesting. Clue number 1. The devil and the demon. Ever since she was 8, the world has called Nico Robin the Demon Child. In Japanese, that can literally be translated as child of the devil. For years, we thought this was just propaganda to make the world hate her. But what if it's not a lie? What if it's literally true? Look at Imu. They have a monstrous devil-like silhouette. Some fans even think Imu is the original devil from the first devil fruit. So, the secret ruler of the world is a devil figure, and the one person who can stop them is called the Child of the Devil. Do you really think that's a coincidence? And it gets crazier. Look at Robin's new power, Demonio Fleur. In Wano, she grew a giant dark version of herself with wings and horns. She literally became a demon. The theme is so obvious. Why would Oda give the Demon Child a demon form? The name wasn't propaganda, it was a clue about her real father. Clue number 2, the eyes. In One Piece, eyes are super important. They can show family ties. Sanji's eyebrows are a dead giveaway for his Germa family. And then you have Imu's eyes. Imu has these insane, ringed, target-like eyes. They are totally unique. This has made people connect them to Mihawk, who also has weird eyes. Their eyes aren't the same, but the fact that two of the strongest characters have strange eyes is a huge deal. So where does Robin fit in? Okay, this next part is pure speculation, but I'm giving you all the evidence. Some people think Robin gets similar eyes in certain panels. To be honest, there's no solid proof. But what if this special eye gene is just dormant inside her? What if it only comes out when she goes full demon mode with Demonio Fleur? We can't prove it yet, but it's another crazy layer to this theory. This next clue might be the most important piece of evidence. Clue number 3, the world government lies. The world government, secretly run by Imu, is the biggest liar in history. They erased 100 years of history. The entire Void Century just gone. They made the Great Kingdom and the Will of D look like villains. Their whole system is built on lies. So why would you believe them about Robin's father? A government that can erase a century can definitely erase one person's family history. They can fake a death certificate and create a whole fake story that everyone believes, like the story that her dad was just some random guy. The lack of info isn't a mistake, it's a cover-up. Robin's dad isn't a nobody. His identity was was so dangerous that Imu had to scrub him from history completely. And what's more dangerous than the secret king of the world having a kid with a woman from a family trying to expose him? The silence is evidence. Our last clue comes from inside Imu's secret room. Imu, a being of pure destruction, hangs out in a garden full of flowers and butterflies. Think about it. Flowers. What is Robin's devil fruit? The Hana Hana no Mi, the flower fruit. She literally blooms flowers. This isn't an accident. It's a link between the god of the world and the woman trying to destroy him. But it gets even deeper with the butterflies. Imu is always surrounded by butterflies. Butterflies can symbolize transformation, souls, or the butterfly effect. One tiny thing causing a huge storm. Now look at Robin. Oda has drawn her with butterflies so many times in official art. Why? Why this specific symbol for both the ruler and the rebel? Maybe the butterflies in Imu's garden are the souls of people he erased from history. And maybe Robin is the one soul who escaped and will cause the butterfly effect that brings down the entire system. We have all the clues. The devil and the demon child, the flowers, the cover-up. Now for the biggest question. If Imu is Robin's father, why would they hunt their own child? I have two insane scenarios for you. Scenario A. The unwanted heir. Imagine this. Imu, the immortal king, meets Nico Olvia. Maybe he loved her, or maybe he was just spying on her. They have a kid, but this child is a complete disaster for him. Olvia's whole family is trying to expose the truth, and what if they have the initial D? A child born from the secret god and his natural enemy would be the ultimate threat. The kid isn't an heir, it's a time bomb. So what does Imu do? He can't let anyone know. It would destroy everything. So he does what he does best. He erases the connection. He orders the destruction of Ohara, deletes the father from every record, and calls the kid a demon so the world will hunt her for him. He's not just hunting her for the poneglyphs. He's hunting her to silence the living proof of his biggest secret. Scenario B, the failed vessel. This idea is even darker, so prepare yourself. What if Imu isn't truly immortal? What if they need to swap bodies to live forever? And what's the best body to jump into? One that shares your blood. In this nightmare scenario, Imu didn't love Olvia. He targeted her to create a perfect new body. Nico Robin was literally born to be a container for a god, but Olvia figured it out, ran, and dedicated her life to stopping the monster who wanted to steal her child's body. This makes Imu's obsession with Robin terrifying. He's not an angry dad. He's a god trying to get his property back. He doesn't want to kill Robin, he wants her back. He needs her body to continue ruling the world. This is why the world government is always ordered to capture her alive. Let's put it all together one last time. We have the Devil King versus the Demon Child. We have the flowers and butterflies. We have a government that lies about everything, giving them the perfect reason to cover up a secret child. We have Robin's new demon power that looks exactly like Imu's shadow. And most importantly, we have a giant hole in the story where her father should be. When you see all the evidence, it stops sounding like a crazy theory and starts sounding like a classic Oda plot twist that will break the internet. If this theory is true, it changes everything. Nico Robin's role in the story becomes bigger than you could ever imagine. She's not just the Straw Hat's archaeologist anymore. She becomes the secret heir to the empty throne. She is the lost princess of the entire world, the daughter of the final boss Luffy has to beat. The irony is insane. The woman hunted her whole life by the world government would be its rightful ruler. Her famous line, "I want to live," was about finding friends. Her final fight would be against her own father to make sure nobody ever suffers like she did again. It turns the final war into a personal family drama. Luffy fighting to free the world, and right beside him is Nico Robin, the demon child, fighting to take down her devil father. It would be the most incredible, mind-blowing ending to her story. She wouldn't just be the key to the final war, she would be its heart. So let's recap the strongest evidence. 1. The devil and demon theme. Imu is the devil, Robin is the child of the devil, and now she has a literal demon form. 2. The story hole. Robin's missing father is a huge red flag that Oda is hiding something massive. 3. The world government lies. They have every reason to erase a father to hide a forbidden child. So, what do you think? Am I crazy? Or has Oda been setting up the biggest family reveal in anime history? Could the final villain of One Piece actually be a Straw Hat's father? Tell me what you think in the comments right now. Is the evidence solid, or did I miss something? I read every single comment, so let me know. And if you want more insane theories like this, destroy that like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.